I know you're looking for used vehicles, and this is your video. So before we start, take a minute and subscribe to our channel, Max Gamble TV. Always a leading YouTube channel that avails you the best of car offers. Or besides, we likewise offer car importation services, and we link you up with potential clients to your used vehicles. Suppose you got used vehicles, as for the case of Noah, then down in the comment section, send us photos through our phone number, and we'll be more than glad to help you through with the sales. So I'll be first displaying the products, then quickly I'll be giving you pricing, so stay tuned. However, maybe we could start with the pricing to this. So this is a transit vehicle at 1.5 million Kenya shillings. You know, the richest businessmen are always in transit business. So as for the case of East Africa, they take advantage of the East African preferential trade treatment to maximize profit. So we've got lots more from this end. So we'll be moving very systematic now. I hope you've grasped at least a view of every product. If you need a matatu business vehicle, then we've got one here. If you need a luxury vehicle, we've got Lexus here. Lexus happens to be the second. So the first Lexus was made in 1967, if you didn't know, and it happens to be the Toyota's second luxury vehicle. I mean 1989, and the reason for coming up with the Toyota Lexus was to enable Japan to compete with the rest of products, as with the case of the BMW from Germany. So we'll be getting all right to that. So let us start with, we've got a Toyota Harrier here, selling fairly. The advantage of this car dealership is that the moment you physically visit the yard, the pricings are greatly reduced. I mean, you can negotiate to 40% below the pricing that I'll be giving you. So feel free to reach out down in the comment section. I'll be giving you directions to the car dealership. So let us start with these two products. So we've got two Toyota Fielders here that sells respectively at 2.1 million Kenyan shillings and 1.2 million Kenyan shillings. So this is foreign used, and this is locally used Toyota Fielder. Besides, we've got lots more. 1.2 million Kenyan shillings likewise for this Mark X. Let us start with vehicles that are selling at 1.2, and likewise there's 1.2 million for this vehicle. So the rest of these products have been showcased in our previous videos, so you can check out in our previous videos. They're selling below 500,000. 500,000 for a Serena is a good offer. 450,000 for an Avensis, which is likely highly negotiable again, is good for an Avensis. The rest, this is likewise negotiable petrol from 350,000, and the other one is likewise. So this will be negotiable from 650,000, highly negotiable, remember. And here we've also got one that is negotiable from 600,000. By 600,000 negotiable, I'm referring to it to get to as low as below 500,000. Suppose you physically visit the car dealership. Suppose you're interested in the old model of the vehicles, then we've got one here for you. So remember to stay tuned as we get along with the detailed pricing and the detailed video of each and every product from this car dealership. Okay, we've mentioned this in our previous video. Okay, a new Harrier will sell at 3.6 million Kenyan shillings, KDJ. This one is as good as new still at KDJ, and locally used just for a few months. The mileage is still that fair. The mechanical condition that amazing. And suppose you've got 2.7 billion Kenyan shillings, you can have a grab of this vehicle. And by 2.7, I mean you can negotiate further to at least a reduction of pricing by 40%. So physically contact us. Likewise, there is a Lexus here at 2 million for a Lexus, which is highly negotiable. That will imply that it will get to below 2 million Kenyan shillings. Suppose you physically visit the car dealership. Amazing vehicle, of course. This is, as mentioned previously, a Toyota Lexus is among the first luxury vehicles of the Toyota as a company. That is under Sakichi Toyota's sons efforts. So we've got likewise more products. Amazing, of course. How much do you have for this? Do you have 400,000? Then I mean 450,000, which can be negotiated to 400,000. Then you'll be driving this. So let me know so far which vehicle most pleases you from the car dealership. And then we've got one more here. Okay, before that, let us start with the model line. So this is good for matatu business, KCA. Matatu business is a flourishing business in as long as you get right the best vehicle and you get right the right management. Then I suppose practically if you're doing matatu business within Mombasa, Kenya in specifics, you anticipate income of roughly 4,000 daily. 4,000 daily will accumulate to 120,000 Kenyan shillings, excluding expenses. So you'll be assured of at least 70,000 the moment you exclude other expenses. So with the 950,000 Molo line KCA, highly negotiable. Remember, when I talk of highly negotiable, I'm referring to this getting as low as 800,000. So the only trick is you have to physically visit the car dealership, and down in the comment section is my contacts for directions. It is my duty to give you directions, so stay tuned. Okay, so here 1.5 million, I'll be giving pricing to the rest of the products. Let me know if any product's price isn't clear in the comment section. So this is good for transit business, 1.5 million. And as previously said, the most successful businessmen in the transit are in transit business. Transit business, so especially within when you're trading within East African society, so that is to include Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, and South Sudan. Then this is good business for you. A new one will cost higher. With a deposit of 2.5 billion, you can get a good vehicle for transit business. And the advantage that business people take is the advantage. So very few people know about this, the trade preferential treatment for originating goods that is within East African community. So as for the case of a particular example could be with the goods from Uganda, originating from Uganda, can be transited right to Kenya at a fair deals. So we'll be having that, the transit business as a topic in our next video. So stay tuned. Remember, this is Max Gamble TV, often a leading YouTube channel that will ensure that you have the best of. So for this is just coming up. If you need it, I'm not conversant with the pricing for now. However, in the comment section, the moment you type price to this vehicle, it will be my duty to showcase the pricing. We've mentioned the Harrier, and Nissan don't. Very few people, okay, many people, a few people are afraid of a Nissan Note. However, Nissan Note, the Nissan vehicles are currently proving to be reliable. Much of spare parts are getting availed in the Kenyan market, and much of Nissan vehicles are getting to the market. So lately there'll be a merge between Nissan and Honda to come up with the new products that is. However, still Nissan still got amazing. For the case of this, if you've got 850,000, then you can have that. For a Mazda, so if you need a small vehicle for here and there movement, or for mobile movement, then you can come for this Mazda. So if you've got 400,000, which can be highly negotiable, by negotiable you could get this to 350,000, 300,000, and if you're good at bargaining, 250,000 would earn you that. So that will depend on how best you can bargain. We've got a KDN here for a Nissan Note. This is still very new, slightly locally used for the Nissan. This is a hybrid version, and the pricing is surprisingly fair. So at 1 million, highly negotiable. By highly negotiable, I'm simply referring to this getting to as low as 850,000 as soon as you visit the car dealership, although the market price is at 1 million Kenyan shillings. So down in the comment section, let me know which vehicle so far most pleases you. I am your host, Max Gamble TV, and my duty is always to showcase. It's for that reason that you've got to subscribe to our channel. Amazing product here, locally used for a Toyota Fielder. So this is coming up new. So this is 2020 model, imagine. So lately Toyota has ceased production, or rather has terminated production of this Toyota Fielder. However, still new Toyota Fielders that are manufactured between the year 2018 to 2024 shall still be on the market. However, from 2025 we'll not be having Toyota Fielders from 2025. So that could be a little challenging. It could be challenging in the sense that you could be wondering whether to go for, rather buy a car that has been terminated. So there's no big deal with termination of Toyota Fielder. Toyota Fielder is still standing out to be amongst the most reliable vehicles, fuel efficient, availability of much of the spare parts, and by that its availability of spare parts still will make it to be the most selling in the Kenyan market. So its termination of production should not be a big deal. So this, as mentioned, 450 for the advances will be good for individuals who like old school things. And by 450, I bet if you physically visit the car dealership, 350,000 will grab that. 1.2 million for this Subaru. 1.2, it's been painted already for UKCC. Amazing looks over here. The individual who did the painting is a master. He did a masterpiece of painting over here. Lots more coming up. So that is much we having from this car dealership. I hope I've had you that. So that is all we having from this car dealership. In our next video, we'll be having detailed discussion about the transit business. I'll be telling you what we don't know about the transit business, and suppose we've got the correct capital, then the reason for which the transit business, especially within East African community, is the best deal that you should go for. Moving forward, remember to stay subscribed to our channel, since that is the only way that you get to support us, and likewise by liking the video. So there are only two main ways that you get to support us: by liking the video and subscribing to our channel, which are all free. So thanks again for staying by. Let us know which product's pricing isn't clear. Let us know which product most pleases you, and let us know which vehicle you're looking for, other than the vehicles that are stocking from this car dealership. Besides, let us know if you're selling any used vehicles, and if in reference to used vehicles, we're referring to if you've got affordable vehicle that you're disposing at fair pricing, then send us in the WhatsApp number that we've just displayed, and very fast we shall link you up with the potential client. Okay, so thanks again for staying by. Till we meet again in our next video.